Black Hills Area Habitat for Humanity provides an inclusive space that attracts change makers who can see a vision of a stronger community. Through our process of creating affordable home ownership and home repairs, together we can help ensure our neighbors have a decent place to live.
Affordable housing goes a long way to making sure that we have families prospering here in Rapid City. What I appreciate about Habitat for Humanity is they've been on the forefront of affordable housing conversations for a long time. But when you're talking about comprehensive housing strategies, it takes people from across the community. So obviously the city plays a significant role, as do developers, as do builders, as do the people who are living in those homes or occupying those buildings. So it takes relationships in order to make anything happen.
Growing and maintaining relationships is central to strengthening our community. And we are very fortunate to have partner organizations that work closely with us to help future Habitat homeowners through life skills, including job readiness and budgeting. The achievable goal of a secure home helps release the potential in people to become successful Habitat homeowners for the long term.
One Heart provides the space, the time, the environment, and the support for people to break the crisis of poverty permanently. And what that entails is we understand that people struggling in the crisis of poverty are in crisis brain. Their brains are not functioning the way most people's are, where they can plan ahead, they can, execute a plan, go from here, A to B. And right now we have 11 or 12 partners on campus with us. So it's so important because we wanted to create, fill the things that were setting people back. The childcare, the transportation, the instability in housing, all of those things that make it more difficult for our partners to actually produce results with people in the very important work that they're doing.
It's really exciting to see that through One Heart, Habitat now has 2 families preparing for new home ownership. Imagine with me, people who were previously at risk of homelessness, dependent on charity, are now in a place ready to become home owners, where they pay their own way and contribute back into society. You know, I'm humbled when I see our Habitat partner families rise to the challenge set before them and complete their 250 hours of sweat equity building their homes and attending personal finance and home maintenance classes. Sweat equity is in every Habitat home, so every home buyer is truly invested at a very deep level. For partner family Alana, her new home in the Sioux Addition was a specific blessing for her family and a meaningful connection with her ancestors. In fact, Alana's grandmother went before her decades ago to help create the Sioux Addition neighborhood, where Alana now lives in Rapid City.
This whole community, known as the Lakota Homes, it was founded from the Sioux Addition Civic Association through the HUD housing. I'm really honored and I appreciate being here. It was such a huge blessing. I feel like my grandparents paved the way for my journey, and I just had to take the steps forward to complete it.
Ilana's faithful journey, taking the next right step, has led her down a path to a safe and secure home for her and her children that she can afford with her income as a rural healthcare worker. The security of having a fixed Habitat mortgage means Ilana no longer has to worry about her monthly payments changing drastically, and it provides a safe environment for her children to play with their own yard.
Now that we're transitioned to our house, it's really comfortable for us, and my family is always around us now from whenever we would hardly ever see them, so that's really comforting for my kids. And they have a lot of support now. Generosity is huge in our culture, in the Lakota culture, and so it's always good to be a generous person. I'm a generous person, and I think the more you give, the more good things come back on you, and the bigger the blessing.
It's just such a great thing to be a part of that, right? Like, you can see how hard that person had to work. Like, they were not given this, here's this house, right? I mean, they worked their tail off, and they and their relatives and anybody else who came alongside of them. And so it makes me really optimistic. And they were willing to put in the work and to see how proud they are of what they did, what they accomplished. And so just to be able to come alongside of that is an incredible blessing.
While we witness rapid change in the Black Hills area and homes become less affordable, God calls us to love one another, to give from our abundance, and to find creative ways to be a blessing. 2,500 years ago, a prophet named Jeremiah had a word for the Israelites. They were told to seek the welfare of the city where they'd been sent into exile and captivity, to pray for it, for if it prospered, they too would prosper. This is God calling His people to love everyone by caring for them and investing in the future of their city. Together in 2023, we have the privilege of working toward a common goal that transforms the lives of people who simply need a safe, affordable place to live. Their success with Habitat for Humanity is creating a stronger community for us all, a community we can enjoy for years to come. Home is the key to
Home is the key to having strong roots to grow from.
Home is the key to happiness.
Home is the key to living a life of purpose.
Home is the key to security.
Home is the key to dignity and hope.
Home is the key to a solid foundation.
Home is the key to a healthy future for my children.
As you can see, home is the key.